Best Jeanist is out here using Nomu technology. Hawks, wouldn't you know it, came from a very shady family, and now he's on his way to go after Endeavor. Could the heroes in Hero Society be in a more precarious situation at this point? What's up? It's Truth Hero, and welcome back to another My Hero Academia chapter review. Boku no Hero Academia chapter 299 of the manga. We're almost at 300. And what do we get before that amazing milestone? Hawks' full backstory, Best Jeanist's grand deception and master plan to trick the villains, and even heroes turning on one another. Man, Shigaraki must be partying like it's the end of the world, cause it pretty much is. The chapter opens by showing Keigo, or Hawks' family, living in pretty desperate conditions, and his father getting mad at him for going out because his wings were sensing something. This would possibly expose them since Hawks' dad used to be, of course, a hitman for hire. I guess his mom met his father and helped him escape getting caught, and then shortly after Hawks was born and just brought into this terrible situation. It's quite clear that Hawks did not have loving parents. I mean, the words his dad uses here are horrible. I wish the little mutt wasn't even born. I'm surprised that Hawks actually turned out to be a hero. I mean, I know he thinks it's a chill job, but I felt like I was reading a villain's backstory. What? Kinda reminds me a bit of Shigaraki's father, and to be honest, he wasn't even this bad. But this dude, man, I'm glad you learned how to fly, Hawks. Eventually, Hawks' dad did get caught, and by Endeavor no less. We'll talk about that. So Hawks and his mom couldn't make it on their own, and at this young age, Hawks is offered a choice. If young Takami Keigo agreed to give up that name and become a government-sponsored hero Hawks, then his family would never have to worry about money, would never want for anything again. Hawks could be a hero to his poor mother. Essentially, little Keigo at, I don't know, age 7, can save his mother, can be like that Endeavor plushie he always carries around. Just the psychology of having a child make this type of decision? I mean, no wonder Hawks wasn't the hero we thought he was. And to the Hero Commission, what are you doing? Hawks seems rather excited to be saved from this horrible situation by Endeavor, and to be honest, who wouldn't be? And now he gets to have this choice. Either live struggling with his mother, or he can save her and become a hero. Who's not going to become a hero? But that doesn't mean that being a hero was Hawks' first dream. Maybe he just wanted a normal family. Some hero society you got there. We're gonna return to Hawks, but for now, do you guys think that if Hawks' lineage with his father being a hitman for hire was ever exposed, that Hero Society would be sympathetic and view it as a tragedy? Or do you think they'd view this as the reason why Hawks is killing villains and the type of hero that he is, and would they call for him to be dethroned just like Endeavor, the #1 hero, was? Ultimately, I believe Endeavor's secrets are worse, but I can't imagine Hero Society would have sympathy for what Hawks did to Twice, who he actually admires now. Twice just wanted to do what Hawks wanted to do. Help others. Kinda makes you think, who are the real heroes here? People that want to help their friends, their family, and others that are in need? Or people that simply go around killing villains, who could potentially just be people in need? We transition to Best Jeanist, who's driving Hawks in a car, and Hawks is communicating with a phone because his voice is very hurt. I guess he has an injury from Dabi's flames here. But they're discussing how medical technology has advanced, and that's actually what allowed Hawks to stay alive and survive that attack. And we learn that Best Jeanist was able to put his body in a death-like state using technology inspired by the Nomu. I'm gonna repeat that so it really sinks in. Hawks actually delivered Best Jeanist to the villains. No decoys, no props, no makeup. This isn't a video. I mean, this is, but Hawks actually took Best Jeanist's altered body that was surgically prepared to look, feel, and seem like it was dead to the villains just to fool Dabi. Unbelievable the devotion Best Jeanist has to the heroic cause. I mean, I feel like people should know what he did to his body just to apprehend some villains. That might actually help restore humanity's faith in hero society. Hawks says luckily the guy that created the Nomu was in hiding so that there wouldn't be an expert on hand when Dabi examined the body. No one would know the difference between a surgically prepared dead Best Jeanist and Best Jeanist's actual dead body. I assume he's talking about Dr. Ujiko, and since he was at Jaku Hospital and not where Dabi and the other villains were, Best Jeanist's fake dead body passed his inspections. But if they're not talking about Dr. Ujiko, who else could make Nomu? All for one? He was in jail. So is there someone else in the criminal villain underworld that can actually create the genetic abominations that are the Nomu? And if so, is he on the hero's side? And by this token, if he is willing to work with heroes, can the government, the Hero Commission, whoever, actually find a way to replicate these surgeries and the process of how they make these Nomu? This could be a game changer in how heroes fight Shigaraki and his army of high-ends. Now, I am not saying that the heroes should make Nomus. I'm not saying that the Hero Commission or Association should use genetic technology to enhance the heroes. I am not saying that they should make heroes zombified like Nomu so that they can fight any villain and these Nomu. But they could. Given what Best Jeanist has put himself through and all this Nomu surgery technology, I think the next dark arc in My Hero Academia will be about heroes blurring the lines between hero and villain to fight the villains, and that will be the final straw in people losing faith in hero society. If you achieve your goal but you lose your values, principles, and who you are along the way, what's the point? I think in a way, Hawks either lost his faith in hero society or never truly had it. He only wanted to save his mother, he never really wanted to be a hero. And other heroes have lost their faith in the system and have closed shop. It's like Redditors looking at Wall Street. We see the greed. We don't need you. We can trade. Well, these people now that are left behind, we can protect ourselves. We can be heroes. We don't need people protecting us. And that's how you get My Hero Academia vigilantes. And as we see, Best Jeanist has to stop along the way to save some people because there are no more heroes. They've all left. They're all cowards to public opinion. Just another way Shigaraki and the villains have won this fight. Best Jeanist notices this guy who's wearing support items that are similar to the ones Detnerat Company made before Redestro revealed himself as a grand leader of the Liberation Army. And it shows that Shigaraki's roots and his villain army have really expanded to every corner of Japan. If this guy is not with the villains, well, he still certainly isn't with Hero Society. And is anyone surprised? This is what happens when you don't have heroes anymore. Citizens feel that they need to protect themselves against villains, and maybe even Hero Society itself. Best Jeanist and Hawks arrive at their destination, which is a house where Hawks' mom is supposed to be. This is the one person that he wanted to save, so when he figures out that he's arrived too late, he must be really down. All he has is a handwritten note from her explaining that a couple of men showed up and she was forced to give them his information. Best Jeanist says, "That's rough, buddy."
That's rough, buddy.
But he doesn't really get it, because he still believes in the system. In fact, he kind of is the system. Hawks says, "When we're driven into corners, we find liberation," as he thinks about Twice, who just wanted to help his friends. He's like, this guy I killed. He was more like me than I ever imagined. Maybe he was even more of a hero. At least he helped his friends and family. I never really did this for my mother. Hawks was never okay with giving up the name Keigo. He was never okay with leaving his mother. And now, the Hero Commission can't give him any orders. He says, I gotta settle this. And the first step is at my beginning. Endeavor-san is in trouble. Oh my, he's actually going after Endeavor. And he might actually stand a chance against Endeavor. I know Hawks doesn't have any wings right now because he basically got turned into chicken. But Endeavor is a broken man. I can't see Endeavor fighting against anyone. How awesome would this be if Hawks and Endeavor actually fought? I mean, it might be short-lived, but it would just be a nice contrast to their team up against the high-end Nomu. And now Hawks is lost everything that he is. He's not a hero anymore. Endeavor probably isn't a hero anymore either. And now he's on this path to redeem himself, and that path goes through Endeavor. I think Hawks just wants to talk.
I just want to talk to him.
Dad, this is ridiculous!
I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him.
I think ultimately Hawks just wants answers from not only Endeavor, but really every hero higher up, everyone running the hero commission. Like, how could it have gotten this bad? A young boy struggling to live with his mother can't be helped, or he can, but only if he gives up his name and leaves his family and everything that makes him him. Only if he helps them and becomes a hero. Like, what were you guys doing? What do you guys think though? Do you like Best Jeanist's deception and his Nomu technology? And what do you think Hawks is gonna do when he confronts Endeavor? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like these chapter reviews and this content and want to support, consider enrolling at UA today by subscribing. And until next time, hero or villain, plus ultra.
You're